Hey guys, welcome back to the biggest agricultural platform in Namibia known as Induna Ngombe. Let me just make sure my mic is on. Okay, it's on. Known as Induna Ngombe, which means headman of cattle. My name, of course, Mitchell Mutumba Simata, aka the headman of cattle. So today on this lovely warm Thursday, finally we're having warm weather in Namibia, finally. Somebody came through and asked me, how do you differentiate between a Beefmaster and a Bonsmara? What are the things that I have to look for? As you guys know, I'm never riding solo. I'm featuring my notebook here, my big cooler box, my weight plates, and my fragrance for the room, for my gym room. But let's get into this. Bonsmara versus Beefmaster. Let's start off the Bonsmara. Bonsmara is bred out of 5'8" Afrikaner, 3/16 for Hereford, 3/16 Shorthorn. It was bred in South Africa at the station called Mara by a professor known as Professor Jan Bosma, developed to survive in harsh conditions and rough climate of South Africa. The color variation of the Bonsmara is actually cherry red to tan brown, meaning you can get it very dark red to a point where it looks almost black in some occasions, or it can be tan, which means it can be light brown. And then one of the things of a Bonsmara is it's an early maturing animal, meaning the females reach puberty very early. You can start breeding them early. Easy of calving. This is something it doesn't really experience calving problems. Superior fertility. That's one of the biggest selling point is high libido. And then good carcass. The animal was bred to be able to be rounded off very well in feedlots or natural grazing. So it's bred to be able to be used on feedlots or to be used for natural grazing. Temperament. It's a very docile animal, meaning with Bonsmara animals, you not have situations where the cows are extremely aggressive. Bonsmara cows in Namibia weigh between 450 to 500 kilograms, which classifies the Bonsmara animal as a middle frame animal. The calves, when they do have calves, calves when they're weaned can weigh average of about 230 kilograms. The bulls can weigh around 800 kilograms. Now, when you buy a Bonsmara bull from a registered breeder, and it's certified, it's gone through selections, they will have this B on them. That's the B brand that shows you that this breed has gone through selection, has gone through the various selection that is required by the society. Let me bring it a bit close. So that's how you can tell it's registered. I mean, it not just registered, it has also gone through selection. Now let's focus on the other one, which is the Beefmaster, the second breed that was asked about this. So the Beefmaster is an American breed developed in the early 1930s by Tom Lester, who is the founder. If you know anything about Tom, crossing of Hereford cows and Shorthorn cows with Brahman bulls, the percentages would go as 25% Hereford, 25% milking Shorthorn. So it's not just any Shorthorn, it's the dairy Shorthorn, and 50% Brahman. The color variations you can find in a Beefmaster is you can get them brownish red is the most common color. The breed has no color standards. So they, like with Bonsmara, they'll tell you our animal should just be red or light red, no other funny mixed pattern colors. They don't accept it. With these guys, they don't, because you can even get some with the white face like a Hereford, So with them, I've seen there's a bull by Vechno Boerdery, which is a Beefmaster, which almost has a heart, a little heart on its forehead. I'll look for the picture. I have that picture of that bull, which has a little heart on its forehead. So you can get those variations of Beefmaster. The color, they do not have a standard color, but they say brownish red or tan is the most common color, and sometimes you can get them with a malted color. The cattle are heat and drought resistant, heat, drought, and insect resistant. So they were developed to be able to deal with heat, drought, and insect resistant. It doesn't mean that when drought time comes, you shouldn't do the feeding. Same thing with the Bonsmara. Do give them a lick and some grass. This animal is a credible performance in feedlots, indicates the value of the breed. So you can round it off. It's very good. If you're going to try and do feedlotting, you want to supply feedlots, you can breed Beefmaster. Females raise heavy calves each year. Temperament. Gentle cattle that are truly a pleasure to work with, not aggression. Nothing being chased over the fence when they are calves. 6 essential disposition. Fertility, weight. These are the things they paid attention on. disposition, fertility, weight conformation and hardiness, and milk production. The Bonsmara produces milk, but they don't produce a lot of milk. They're not a dairy breed, but they do produce good milk. The Beefmaster, as you can see, milk production is something they emphasized on because remember, they ended up using the milking short on it as a dairy breed in its a makeup. So it produces lots of milk. And then now let's look at the weights. With the Beefmaster, a bull can weigh about 1,200 kilograms, cows can weigh around 800 kilograms, and they can wean calves at about 236 kilograms. Birthing weight is about 35. Bonsmara birthing weight is also right around 35. And then with a registered Beefmaster, when you buy it from a registered breeder, they will have that marking. Forgive my drawings, guys. I haven't drawn in years, but this is the marking they would have. That B is what you'd see on a bull that's registered and is going through certification. So that's the difference. One is bred in South Africa. One was bred for being adaptable and being able to perform on felt and being able to survive in the African conditions. The other one was also bred to be able to survive the American Texas conditions and the drought and being what do you call this, drought resistant, but they put emphasis on beef production. That's what makes them different. And they're also different. Another thing you can also look at is Bonsmara bulls, Bonsmara cattle tend to have a narrow face. Their face is a bit narrow. And I think they get that from the Afrikaner influence in them. Because remember, they were bred out of Afrikaner cattle. Beefmasters were bred out of Brahman. Most Brahman bulls, Brahman cattle have very big, blocky heads. You also look at the ears. The Bonsmara has not the biggest ears, but let me say tiny round ears. The Beefmaster's ears are a bit longer in shape and size and how they're built on an animal. Actually, most breeds that are bred out of Brahman animals have long ears. Look at the Simbra, look at the Santa Gertrudis, look at the Beefmaster. They have long ears because of that Brahman influence. And the Beefmaster has a very blocky head, very big blocky head. And shelf area, the Bonsmara shelf area would be much more closer to the body, tighter, be much more closer and tighter to the body. Because remember, they also do emphasis on shelves. The Bonsmara's shelves are very close to the body. The Beefmaster's one is a little loose hanging because of the Brahman. Not that it's sticking out, but it's a bit further from the body because of the Brahman influence. You can actually literally see that. And then you can look at their bodies, the size of their bodies. Beefmaster being heavier than the Bonsmara, they're a bit bigger. So there is the difference between the breed. In Namibia, the Beefmaster is still a new breed. Its numbers are quite low. It can't really compete with the Bonsmara when it comes to popularity. The Bonsmara, I think, after South Africa, is the second largest. The Bonsmara, Namibia Bonsmara after South Africa is the second largest stud on the continent, because I think now they were 90 years, a couple of years. I think they're 100 years now. They've been breeding them for a very long time in this country. So you will find them widely spaced. In Namibia, I think Beefmaster breeders are like 12 or 10 or even, I think they're not above 20. In Namibia, they're not above 20. I would love to breed them. I would love to have an opportunity to farm some Beefmaster cattle because I've never had. I'm a Simbra guy. I've done Brahman, Bonsmara, Simbra, but I've never tried Beefmaster before, and I'd love to give it a go to just see what it's all about. But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say don't forget to hit that sharp button. Don't forget to hit that bell notification to turn it on so you can be notified of future uploads. And don't forget to comment, leave a comment and share. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, bye for now.